Hello, my fellow magicians of all ages, races, and species. I am the Feral Elf, and I am here to lead you to the Mega Happy Timeline. I'm broadcasting to you from a dimension where the apocalypse has already happened, in the bad way. Portals opening and closing everywhere without warning, demons running rampant, and alien colony ships occupying the skies. The moon, there's a man in it. But here's the thing. Your dimension is just beginning to crack. You are in the early stages of cosmic meltdown, and believe me, it can go differently for you. That's why I'm here. Via the divinatory sciences, the high art of authentic fiction, and a little bit of chaos magic, I'll help you decode the signs, sidestep the soul traps, and maybe survive to ascend to the next dimension with your empathy intact. Let's stay exceptionally weird. Let's get grounded and let's begin. And of course, we always begin with the ear check, because I'm broadcasting to you from a dimension and timeline where the apocalypse is still going down, it is still unfolding, and so because of all the dimensional glitching, you cannot necessarily see my little elf ears, so we're doing the ear check, okay? So you can see, I actually have, let's see if I can pull it over there, I actually have been transmogrified, girl, non-gender girl, okay? I was once human, but the apocalypse transmogrified me into an elf. But due to constant dimensional glitching, and the internet kind of goes in and out here, it's real shit, okay? Though not as shit as you would imagine. You're not always gonna be able to see my ears, but just understand that they're there, all right? Just like picture, they're just embedded in my aura, and they always have been, and that's the case. So let's see what is going on. Oh my gosh, someone is about to see something wild, or you're about to get like wild clarity on something. You're about to get like a whole new perspective, and it seems like I guess this is positive. It's probably extremely liberating, but it's dramatic. So I'm curious to see what that's going to be. So we have here the Hanged Man, the Sun, and the Tower. We'll try and get a little closer, but as you can see, like the dimensional glitch. Do you see the little squid people out there, the squid beings in the skies? Okay, they tried to tell us, let me tell you what they tried to tell us. Originally, when the squid beings started appearing in the skies, they were like, oh, those are like Chinese squid balloon drones spying on you. Girl, it was the sovereign nation of squid people. They tried it. They were trying to have us not panic because the apocalypse was happening. Girl, it was the squid people. They started spraying ink at us and they just couldn't. They were like, oh, it's like Chinese, you know, germ warfare. And we were just like, girl, that is ink. Get out of here. The thing is though, some of the squid people, if you approach them and they don't see you at first, the ink can be poisoned, and some people got hit with this ink that like was like melting their skin off and shit. God, it was wild. We had a time integrating with the sovereign nation of squid beings once we understood that the government was lying to us about them being Chinese squid-shaped spy balloons with germ warfare equipped capabilities. Okay, that's completely dumb. Like, how would that ever happen? It wouldn't. So anyway, let's find out like what you're going to see, or someone around you is going to see. Someone's gonna tell you, oh my God, you're gonna get a gift. These are my gifts. So you might get a gift, 6 of Cups. Somebody might come and like tell you like, hi, I really like you. This could be someone you know. It could be a friend. It could be someone older than you. You know, it could just be a family member. Sometimes like maybe you haven't heard from your family lately or your friends that like, hey, I really care about you. You could be feeling like, maybe no one remembers me. Like, I don't know, I feel like nobody loves me. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling so unseen right now. And somebody's gonna come along and be like, girl, not gender girl, I care about you. So that could be happening. It could like completely rock your world and be amazing. The Sun, 7 of Cups. Well, so we have confusion in the clarity. You know, it could be emotionally overwhelming is what it is. But sometimes when you get like wild clarity, like what I'm talking about, it will create confusion and overwhelm because it's like too much and like you have to process it. But at the moment, it could just be, I'm overwhelmed. I didn't realize that this was going on. What is happening? I thought my life was this way, but now it's this way. See these apocalyptic events, girl on dinner girl. This seems like a smaller one, but we'll see on this tower. The tower is the Knight of Pentacles. So, I mean, it's dramatic, but whatever this is, it is the result of like somebody's consistent, steadfast action. So like I said, it's not a bad tower. And it seems like whatever, it's like you're gonna, this could even be, if this is not a person on the 6 of Cups, it could be that you're, for some reason, changing your perspective on relationships in general, like relationships with family, friends, and maybe loved ones. You could have a shift like that maybe you've been building to that you haven't been knowing you've been building to. Two of Coins, yeah, it seems like this is going to destabilize you or someone else around you if it's not you. Look, a King of Pentacles, okay. So this is about someone in real life. If that's not you, is that y'all? It's likely not the viewer, but this is someone who the viewer would know? Yes, okay. So like I said, the Six of Cups is this King of Pentacles doing something towards the viewer. And like I said, just because I've said that, if you are more identified with this King of Pentacles, when I get more information, it just means you are in the smaller percentage of the viewership, okay? It doesn't mean that you're not represented in the read, but if you find yourself going, I feel like more of the King of Pentacles, then that's okay. It's just that the widest percentage of the viewership would be being acted upon by this King of Pentacles. Someone that they know, but like you're the person that they know. And then the Magician, so this is usually if it's a dramatic manifestation, like both people have been working together to create this moment. So the moment is about to be created. This is the canon event. Oh my gosh, in the last read, we were talking about the canon event approaching and it was kind of a boring read. Here's the canon event. Probably, I'm getting a yes on that. It's the canon event. So let's go ahead and see. We'll look at this Six of Cups and Two of Coins. We'll look at the King of Pentacles because I believe this is just emotional overwhelm going on here. And then I'm less interested in this Tower and the Magician. I get that it's a dramatic event. I get that it's a manifestation and it's something that likely both people have been working towards. Though usually we get the more like mask energies or active energies because like I said, it's not gendered or whatever. It's just describing the way the energies are behaving. But it is the more mask aligned energies or in fact, male beings who have been taking on more manifestation action in these sorts of scenarios that are going on. And it is the more the femme or in fact female energies who, yes, they have been manifesting, but they have been doing less action. They have been more in the receiving. So it's the energy is being described as very traditional, but you can be a more femme man who is, you know, heterosexual or gay or queer. Like it can look a whole bunch of different ways in real life that is more non-traditional, all right? So let's go ahead and see what this Six of Cups, Two of Coins is. I'm gonna look at it together. Okay, no, I can't look at it together. We gotta look at it separate. We're starting at the Six of Cups and then we'll look at the Two of Coins. Girl, can you imagine the squid people actually being Chinese squid-shaped balloons? Come on now. They just think they can say anything any old day. The Six of Cups, well, justice, we're very balanced here, okay? So if there are any sort of dynamics with like age or class background or anything, because the Six of Cups, we have a larger figure giving to a smaller figure, which can talk about like some sort of imbalance in the relationship or a power dynamic. If anything like that is going on, it'll work well together. Justice, it's balanced. Like this is a good thing. Yes, the High Priestess with Justice, it is spiritually balanced, girl, not inner girl. It is spiritually aligned, okay? The forces are here. Let's see this last one. The Two of Cups, bitch! It is the soul bonded dragon rider! It is the Fae lover. You thought it was over. It's not over, bitch. It followed you and me into this dimension and timeline. Yes, here we are again. Everything old is new again. Oh my fucking God. It is, I don't know, I kind of don't like the Omegaverse, but for the Omegaverse fans, if there are any, yeah, sure, it's the Omegaverse, whatever. So anyway, that's just great. Probably it's a really nice, like, aligned energetically in whatever relationship. Woo, okay, Two of Pentacles, what's happening here? It's a person popped out, they flipped up, upright. I'm just like, oh, who's this person? Well, it's the King of Pentacles, yes, okay, yeah. Okay, well, something that might throw you off is this person's, like, whoever this person is, they're intense, because the King of Pentacles is also being represented by the Emperor, so that is kind of like, depending on who you are, an Emperor, King of Pentacles, yeah, that's like a bigger person giving to technically a smaller one. You could have a height differential, I don't know. But the Knight of Swords, we have the Knight of Swords, the Emperor, and the Five of Swords. I'm telling you, this person is intense. They're like, bitch, that's why it's so, like, it's coming across as like the Tower and everything else, and it's a little overwhelming because this person's like, no, we're doing this like right now, like, come, get over here. Like, I'm here now, and I don't know, I don't know about getting married, but it just seems like they have intense energy. I'm gonna pull one on this Five of Swords because it also feels like maybe like, I'm here to fight for you, I'm here to protect. Well, why would the Two of Coins? I don't get why that's the Two of Coins. That might be what imbalances, that throws you off, like if someone's giving you that intensity, like off rip, you know what I mean? It does seem like someone you know, or you will know though. The Hermit, this person's like a watcher or a protector or something. It's like, I am a wise, so like this person isn't like this person isn't going around getting into like fist fights with people, you know what I mean? With this Knight of Swords, Five of Swords. With the Hermit on it, it's just like, I will mess people up for this relationship. I will fight for you, but like I have strategy, okay? I am very wise about this, but I am, like the Emperor is very protective. Like the Emperor proverbially, because the Knight of Swords being here could talk about like troops. I don't know if this Emperor has minions or not, but this person is like, I will deploy the troops. Like that will happen. I will defend my little kingdom here. And I don't know, that is kind of wild. I don't know how I would feel if someone said that to me, but I'm just gonna pull one more on this Two of Coins to see what's up with this. Yet Death, like this is just a lot. This person has a lot of energy behind them. They feel very intense. They feel very passionate. And so I will pull on this King of Coins to see if we can get maybe a status on them. But this Knight of Pentacles, like that is the King of Pentacles, is Knight. It seems like, you know, we've been talking about people building towards moments like this for a while. And it's like those energies and people and the way this story is going to play out. We've been getting like, there's some like final step that they have to take. And then there's the canon event. And like we're getting a version of the canon event now. So this is one way in general that it could look. Well, this was already a more fun read. Let's see what's up with the King of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, Three of Swords, what's happening? Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Wands. So they're not, like, they have not arrived yet. They're looking at something. Okay, that's not them. No, okay, so the Three of Swords, they're watching something go down right now. It could just be goings on in the world. This person could be, you know, a King of Coins, Emperor, kind of would be occupied about the goings on of the material world. And the Two of Wands has like a world in their hand. So they're kind of looking at like the state of what this person is doing right now is looking at the state of things. And probably, like I said, like I would guess, right? You know, but like they kind of don't care. Six of Wands, that's sort of like, there's no time like the present, bitch. Look, the world, the apocalypse is happening, is going down. What the fuck do I have to lose? You know what? Love conquers all. Like I might have been putting it off because like the stock market and the tariffs and all, like for some reason, y'all are bombing Iran. Like they're not bombing Iran here, girl. There's like nothing left to bomb, okay? There's like, I'm just telling you. So, but I can see into y'all's little dimensions and timelines, okay? I know what's going on. I know what's going on. They are lying to you about the Jeff Epstein. I'm just telling you, girl. Not gender girl, they're lying about it. Okay, I feel like we all know that by now, but I'm just saying it annoys me on this dimension and timeline to see what's going on in your dimension and timeline when I, in fact, know the truth, and we all know the truth, and they need to just come out with it and shut the fuck up for now and forever. So anyway, this person is just like, you know what? I know that this is an entire shit show right now, but like, I'm amazing. And so I'm just gonna go ahead and do my thing. Is that it? I'm getting a yes. That's what this person's thinking. So we'll leave them and then we'll look at the Knight of Pentacles and then we'll get our final advice outcome because this all seems like it's not really any conflict again in the read. Yeah, this Knight of Pentacles. What was this on? The Tower, the Page of Swords, and the Judgment. You know what? These are the beings. These are the higher level beings that have been helping, because that was in the read also, that whoever I'm talking about is probably working with higher level. Like everybody is at this time who are like vibing with these reads are all like extremely close to the higher level forces, their guides and everything else, because like certain things like Wheel of Fortune things are happening right now, and that tends to mean that the governing beings are closer. And so like people have just been getting like instructions like, do this, don't do this, stay here, don't do that, no, hang on a second, like just trust me, okay? And so that's what's going on here. This Knight of Pentacles, this process has been guarded over by higher level beings. Yes, Knight of Wands. Final advice outcome is that I had mentioned at the beginning of the read that you might get a gift. Like the Six of Coins is here, but to be real with you, I mean, you might get a gift from someone, I don't know. But in more, like the Six of Coins is the Six of Cups. because this is like a higher level person giving to like a lower level people or a lower level person. It's just, that is happening. That is unfolding right now. And there's nothing. So it's like 8 of Cups, 6 of Coins, the Fool. The 8 of Cups is moving toward the material manifestation of that 6 of Cups canon event. The Fool is, it's very carefree energy. So it's sort of like the momentum is at everybody's back, because I remember the Chariot was in the last read, and that's sort of like, I haven't been getting any like hidden stuff like 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands, like we can't tell you this, but it's still more like trust that the momentum is with you, especially for the people who like, I guess our timelines match up, even if the dimensions don't, because like your timeline can match up with somebody's synchronicities. Like sometimes when like my stuff in my dimension and timeline, like I'll get a synchronicity for one of the reads that I've been giving, I'll share it so somebody can like kind of track maybe where they are in time. However, all of that is so relative, so I wouldn't get so much caught up in it, and just go ahead and trust that things are unfolding to your benefit. So let us close out with Jesus and Bob. Jesus says, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me. I don't know if you helped this person. I mean, I keep seeing them giving something to you, and there's that like higher lower thing. So that could be speaking about like the dynamics on this. It could just be because we said like this person, whoever these people are, they kind of want to defend, like they're very intense and they want to defend the person or protect them or something. So it's sort of like someone in the real world on high doing something for someone who would technically be perhaps below them in the social order. And that's like a very holy thing because, like, you know, Jesus. So Bob says, if I paint something, I don't want to have to explain what it is what it is. Do not try to overthink it. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. When something happens to you, that's good, because Bob also says that I don't try and figure it out. I just enjoy it. We don't have to explain anything. If it's incomprehensible and miraculous, don't even worry about it. Don't try to explain it. Just accept it, because the beings, you know, they don't need to explain themselves. It's just all for the greater good and love conquering all and everything else. All right. So, my dear transdimensional triple ipsissimus occultist, you have made it to the checkpoint and you get to save your progress. If you felt something stirring in your gut, your spirit, or in the shadows within or without the shelter that you probably don't own, it was probably just the truth trying to get your attention. Probably. So until next time, light a candle, banish regularly, protect your peace, say hello to the local humans and non-humans in your area for me, and always remember, while it may be dark, you're not alone, and you're not crazy. Probably. You're just ahead of the curve. I am the Feral Elf, and on this channel, we stay truly strange and respectfully sovereign. I'll see you soon in our next transmission.